Well, good Thursday afternoon, everybody. Meteorologist Greg Majeski back with you here in the North Georgia Majeski Weather Studios with your weather update here on your November the 6th, 2025. Well, once again, what a gorgeous day across North Georgia. No complaints here. It seems like a broken record, but we do have some changes coming in our forecast. We're talking some thunderstorms coming in possibly Friday night. We're going to talk about some of the slow changes having place over the weekend, and then the bottom dropping out as we go in toward Monday as we truly get a real hit and run from Old Man Winter starting early next week. Now, before we get rolling into our full report, if you're new here to the YouTube channel and you live anywhere across North Georgia, please make this part of your official YouTube feed. All you got to do is hit that subscribe button and hit that notification bell so you're alerted on future content. It's free, costs you nothing, and it's good to get weather from a reliable source. Our motto here is real simple: keep you prepared and not scared. All right, let's go and get into it for today as we're looking at a gorgeous sky. Look at that sky, man. Looks awesome there across Dahlonega. I love the leaves starting to change. Looks very nice out there. Lake Lanier also looking at some great weather out there with a lot of clear skies, plenty of sunshine. Radar is clear for the moment. It's probably not going to stay that way. We're looking at the possibility of some showers, I think, maybe sneaking into these zones here late in the day tomorrow. But for the most part, most of us will be dry. Regionally, looking at the satellite imagery for the rest of the day, looking at a lot of clear skies here across Georgia, looking very nice indeed. And as we look at the regional radar, we do have a weak frontal boundary down to the south. This is going to provide a little bit of a weak wedge for the northeastern zones where their overnight low temperatures and daytime highs tomorrow will be a little bit cooler than everybody else, but not by much. But look at the temperatures out there. Very nice. 74 degrees over near Athens. Looking at Kennesaw at 73. Looking pretty good here for this afternoon as temperatures are running above normal. Now, with the next system coming at us, there is a possibility we might see a few thunderstorms with it. I'm not expecting this to be too big a deal. This is your day 2 outlook from the Storms Prediction Center. Notice we've got this blue here from Dalton down toward Rome here, again heading down toward LaGrange. So this will be late in the day tomorrow. Again, it'll be very isolated, not widespread. And I'm going to show you the model data here that kind of backs that up. And then going into Saturday, I think this will be predominantly a morning thing, all right? By noon, we should be done with this if we have any kind of rumbles. We're talking about isolated, some gusty winds, a little lightning, maybe a little pea-sized hail, and that's about it. I'm not expecting anything too major with this. Now, as we go ahead and take a look at our forecast, I'm going to look here at the NAM 12Z run here. Again, not a lot of stuff showing up with this going into Friday. So, again, this is Friday afternoon. Seen a few thunderstorms over in Alabama. You see a few scattered showers. That doesn't look all that impressive here coming through our area. It looks like a storm there coming through Alabama, but really nothing too widespread. We're going to keep it pretty much dry. So, and rainfall amounts are not even going to be that impressive. I mean, they really don't even light up much here. Again, you're looking at maybe, I don't know, quarter inch at best. Not really lining up that much across North Georgia. So if you get a rain, you're going to win the lottery, even though the rain chances are higher for Friday night, like 60, 70%. A lot of you may not see anything, so just be watchful on that. Now, as far as what we're dealing with as far as the cold outbreak here, here's the latest from the European model here. This is what we're tracking here. This has been the most consistent model here as we're going to be watching a series of fronts that's going to be moving on in here, and we're going to see what we call the heights of the cold air crash. I mean, that cold air just sinks all the way down to the surface, and when it does that, it squeezes the atmosphere like a sponge, and it squeezes the atmosphere in the form of snow. And that's what we're seeing here by the time we get into your Monday afternoon. We're seeing snow all across the Cumberland Piedmont there, North Georgia showing up there as well. So areas from Dalton over to Clayton, I think, Blue Ridge included. Maybe get it sticking down LJ, Dahlonega might be a little too far south, but it'll be close. And this goes into the evening hours and then finally moves on out. So by the time we get into Tuesday morning, we're clear. Maybe a few snow showers up across the mountains there, across the Smokies where I expect the accumulation snows just because of the angle of attack of what this is coming in. I think these zones in there will have the best areas, like up toward Mount Mitchell, things like that. We'll get some snow. But then we quickly warm up on. Look at the blue lines. The blue lines, that's the cold air, right? And all that red comes on here. So you know we're going to switch the winds out of the west. We're going to warm things up nicely, and we'll see temperatures by the end of next week back to where they're supposed to be for this time of year. So get ready for the roller coaster ride, guys. Here's our forecast maps here as I go ahead and put this into motion for you. Kind of watch that little timestamp there from our friends from the National Weather Service here as we go into Friday. Again, we're looking okay to start Friday, but by late in the day, going into Friday night, that's when the best rain chances come up in here. Saturday, maybe some morning rains, and then it clears out. Sunday, not looking bad here, but boy, we got the fronts all lined up. Look how tight these isobars in here. We're going to have some very windy conditions. We may have a wind advisory potential going into Monday. That means wind gusts up to 35 miles per hour. You're noticing the blue in here as well. Got a little snow in here, a little bit of orographic lift there from the mountains, just a little bit to help kind of squeeze the atmosphere a little bit more. And looks like that clears out on Tuesday. This Tuesday is going to be very cold. You get high pressure building over the top of us, very dry air, very cold air. We're going to radiate that up big time, and that's going to cool things down as we go into your Tuesday morning. All right, and then after we go past that, then we're going to see things begin to really look nice going to Wednesday. We start shifting around the winds out of the west, and Thursday looking pretty good. So Wednesday and Thursday, can't complain, nice little warm up. Here's our forecast now for Gainesville, 70-46. Again, the northeastern parts of the state will be just a little bit cooler. You kind of see this on the overnight lows here. Notice they were kind of low to mid 40s up that way. Everybody else kind of in the upper 40s to around 50 as we got kind of a weak easterly wedge, and I do mean a weak one, and not very strong at all. And then daytime highs, again, you kind of notice the yellow upper 60s to around 70, and then the low to mid 70s for everybody else around the periphery of the mountains there, again, with that easterly wind. Here's our forecast elsewhere. Nashville 73, 78 down in Mobile, some storms, 81 in Jacksonville, 70 in Charlotte, and 67 degrees up in Asheville. Not bad up there. And then here's our 7-day forecast here, my friends. As again, best chance of rain coming in Friday night. Friday during the day, you ain't gonna worry about it. No rain there. And then looking at Sunday, we'll drop the temperatures into the mid 60s. And then Monday's high, I suspect, might be after midnight, like 43 degrees, and then we're in the 30s all day on Monday. I will probably put the snow icon in there tomorrow. I did say I was going to wait till Friday to do that. And Veterans Day is going to be awfully cold, 27, widespread 20s. They may get freezing temperatures down to the Gulf Coast on that one. And then we warm back up, 61-35 on Wednesday, 67-45, getting back up to normal levels by the time we head toward Thursday. So again, a little bit of a roller coaster ride with our weather coming our way. Again, just hopefully you got your heating systems ready to go. You're definitely going to need the heat to be on for this, especially on Monday, but things will warm back up. So it's thankfully a quick hit and run, but hopefully we don't see anything like that anytime soon. Give us a few more weeks to enjoy some great weather here in the fall. All right, that's y'all's update for now. Again, appreciate you checking us out here on the YouTube channel. Please hit that subscribe button. Help us grow our channel as best we can. And I appreciate you guys checking us out. Be good, stay safe, and we'll see you tomorrow for the weekend edition. Until then, you guys have a pleasant evening. Bye-bye.